Super Mario World! Oh, I have a bad feeling about the intro text here. Oh, never mind. Question blocks. The question blocks are really questionable today. Sometimes it's poison. Sometimes it's a trampoline. Okay. This one actually happens to be done by ft029, whose hack I played the other day, so... Small world. Okay, that's poison. I think I'd rather avoid the poison. That's also poison. I'm noticing a trend here. Called macaroni and poison. Ah, I'm looking for the trampoline. Okay, this makes more sense now. These are... I think there's a trick here. Nope. Sometimes a free ticket to Honolulu. That would be nice. Slipped past the block. This is a very literal interpretation. Not that that's a bad thing. There, that's a better split. Okay. That was almost good. The more time I spend in this room, the less likely I am to survive this room. Just spring for a second. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to get away with that. I got away with it. Until I didn't. Yep, it is always the last block, so it's not random, but, I mean, it makes more sense for a level gimmick to be this way. Okay. Cool. Not cool. There we go. Oh, it keeps going. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. That was much easier. Alright, it's time for the mushroom walk. With mandatory extra bonus poison mushroom. It was bizarre the first obstacle was the most difficult thing and all that. Saving the middle block for last probably would have been very smart, in retrospect. I didn't do it, but it would have been smart. This is actually a really cool level. The first QLDC I don't think really got quite as many, like, insane ASM gimmicks as later ones. Because, I mean, we're looking at 4 of them now. Alright, so it's always... I mean, it's always the last one, I already know that. But I think how I hit them at here actually makes a big difference in terms of how easy this is. Because really, what I want to do is leave the middle one for last. Or so I think, because I haven't thought... You know, maybe I should scroll a level up first and take a look. Okay, middle ones will do fine for last, then. I really do want a middle one last. Okay, that one, and then get hit by that. You know what? Oh, no, guess not. This is fine. Nope. Okay, well, nope. Not dead yet. Needed to wait a little bit longer. That was also not the plan. It's just going to be the same way, isn't it? The first obstacle is going to give you the most trouble of anything, and then subsequently I'll be fine. Okay. Nope. It's deceptively simple. Spawned the block that time correctly. One nifty thing to consider is I can just kind of chill here. Actually, I'm getting... Oh, that one on the left is actually going to be kind of tricky. I need to fall down better. Wait a cycle because the poison's there. My thought of getting back on the platform was a really bad one. Actually, a bit awkward with these. The way these do momentum always is weirding me out. Stop doing dumb. Anyway. But a pretty decent day. Hung out with Snyder for a bit. Beat the rest of Halo Reach, because we had left that off last time. One of those things I swore next time is that when we play another Halo game, it's going to be using the Xbox One, because it's way less clunky for me to hook up than the Xbox 360. Okay, I'm going to do this one first, because it seems to be the hardest one to hit. I'm trying to decide if jumping on it is smart. Okay, there we go. Then this one. Then I have a free space to stand for a minute. Get on that. Much easier. Up. It's going on like 2 cycles, right? But they do. Alright, I got space to stand. 360 is sadly very dead and annoying to use now. Yep. E-switch. Ah. You know what? Definitely want the one in the middle last. This is basically a build-your-own jumping puzzle room. Be nice if I could hit the thing. In my case, the Xbox is kind of annoying to use, not because, like, it's dead in terms of its consoleness, but because... Oh, hey, Midway. Oh, you! No! Oh, I should have seen it coming. Let me guess, I start over? Oh, yeah! Highly questionable. Just yump. That would have made it easier. But no, I usually hook it up through the VGA system, and then it means I have to basically take apart a small chunk of the capture setup for the squiggle box, which isn't bad, but also because of the way that the output was handled for that, I have to disable and then re-enable sound from my main PC. Yeah, the nice thing about having done something once is you know how to do it. Mostly. Alright, cool. Get our spots safe. Oh, dead is in not getting authorization, yeah. I mean, it's a oh, I despawned them. That's cool. It's a common issue with consoles as they go along in lifetimes. Just how it is. Stop doing that. There we go. Now this time shall be different. Okay. Actually, I think I get it. I do not get it. Oh, I hate this. I shouldn't have hit that at all. Quick thought. Nope! But yeah, mostly I just don't like doing it because it's a pain to set up. And it's been sitting in the middle of my living room for like months now. Because there wasn't a better place to put it. And now I can put it away until I need to play Technokin Adventure or something. That actually demands using the Xbox. I guess at some point I did buy a copy of Dead Space because someone requested it. And by some point I mean when I was in Chicago a few weeks ago. Because I was looking at the retro games that were available at the Comic-Con thing, and I'm like, well, $15 for this. This looks like it's in good repair, may as well. So I went for it. I think it's probably gonna be fine. That's good. But other than that, I can't think of too many other things where I'm like, yes, I must play this on the original 360 version. Other than things that explicitly aren't really available anymore in other platforms. Yeah, oh, nope, it didn't despawn that time. Huh. Intriguing. Wonder what I did to despawn it previously. No! Is there back compat for it? Yes. So Xbox One has massive back compat with Xbox 360 to the degree of like most of the Xbox arcade games, a lot of the other games. I think they wrote like a fancy emulation layer. I really wish it had gone then. Plus, I think there have been some games that have just been recompiled because they still have the source code, or they were written in like C# using XNA, and hey, all the APIs XNA used are still around, so there's no reason it wouldn't work as long as they port XNA to the Xbox One, which is trivial because it's mostly a Windows computer in a lot of ways. Maybe trivial is being a little mean, but still the XNA died way too soon. It was a much better set of APIs for writing games than an awful lot of other things. It wasn't an engine, but it was still pretty good. With just a really nice set of libraries, they handle things that were, you know, stuff you're just going to need to do when making a game. Draw to the screen, read up, read out. Read various things like controller ports and things. There's a lot of games that were actually written in XNA that people ended up keeping around, that ended up later getting ported to the open source version FNA. Don't actually know what the F stands for. Probably free. Usually the way open source things work, if there's an F, it's free. Fez, for instance, is an XNA game that got ported over. I didn't think that through. I don't think of any others, but there were a non-trivial number. I think some people even still choose to use FNA nowadays instead of going for a different common set of libraries like SDL or something. You stop doing that. I'm literally stuck in the first room again because I did something really stupid. Look, that was also really stupid. Remember when I said that once you've done something once, at least you have a strategy for doing it? Apparently I lied. I was trying to think if there was something game I played recently that actually ran into that issue where like I wanted to... It might have been Celeste, actually. I think Celeste is... I expected to stop. I think Celeste is written in C#, and I think it might... No, it uses SDL. What game was it, then? I am actually confusing myself. Anyway, I thought I saw an FNA game recently. Maybe it was Recursed. Recursed would fit around the time frame when XNA was still reasonably popular. Because I think it was available and usable at Microsoft circa... Would have been kind of late Xbox 360. I think I was working on it in probably 2008. They had a few different contests where people could win publishing contracts, which was kind of cool. I didn't really care for a couple of the ending ones. And of course, there were other silly games that were made in it. Because of course there were silly games that were made in it. For instance, Doritos had a contest where you had to make an X and A game. And of course, their end result was Doritos Dash of Destruction, which was fantastic. Honestly, seriously, in terms of a free advert game, something that's reasonable to play for like 30 minutes, and actually has decent multiplayer, like, it's actually a fun game. You would never expect the stupid Doritos dinosaur game to be any good, but here we are. Like, it's legitimately decent. Big Bumpin' was a good game. Yeah, I didn't play Big Bumpin'. I do own all 3 of the Burger King games. I played a non-trivial amount of Sneaking on stream a few years ago. Those games definitely punch above their weight. Though I think Sneaking got kind of boring because you needed, if you wanted to actually like max out your score, you ended up doing the same missions over and over. And there wasn't a lot of variety unless you were moving between areas. Why do I keep thinking I can go there? Sneaking is the hardest game you've ever played? In terms of completing it, or in terms of beating it? Because while it was difficult, I wouldn't necessarily put it up there in, like, most difficult games. I need to do better there. Completing it? Oh, I am now interested. I guess I didn't get far enough. I've spent most of my time in the sawmill. Which, again, in terms of, like, weird places to have your game start, a sawmill is one of them. Unless you're, like, doing some sort of murder mystery, what happened at the sawmill. Or, like, you're staging it, I don't know, when would you stage it so that it's appropriate for it to be the murder mystery to be in a sawmill? Like, sawmills are just weird places in general. You have the patience? I get you. Interesting. I mean, I like played more irritating games. But yeah, patience is definitely a big key to that one. No! Lumberjacks deserve Whoppers too. I mean, the thing is, it's not the lumberjacks at that point, it's the people who are cutting and sawing the wood aren't necessarily lumberjacks. I don't believe most people who work in sawmills swing axes, for instance. Though the difference may be somewhat immaterial. I keep thinking I can make that move, and I just can't. I got trolled at the end there. This isn't what I wanted. You know, I'm gonna stay up here a cycle. I could have saved it, maybe. Factual accuracy went out the window 30 minutes ago. I only started 20 minutes ago. Now I have to know what I did before streaming to prevent factual accuracy from being important anymore. Speaking of being patient, I think that's all I really need to do here. To not die to poison mushrooms is be a little more patient. Nope. Oh, for you. Fair enough. I thought you meant as sort of a universal concept. Okay. Would have been nice to hit that block. There we go, I get to the second section again. We assume the universe revolves around you. I mean, isn't that the old light bulb joke? How many somethings take to change a light bulb? 1. They just hold a light bulb, and the world revolves around them. I think in Mormondom they always use deacons as their example. But, you know, it's a fill-in-the-blank joke. It works for any ethnicity or religion or whatever. Whatever you feel the need to integrate today. That throw was a little bit bad. This set is fine, though. The spread is mostly fine. There we go. Okay, now this time will be different. I'm not going to hit any of the blocks. This will... That one was real. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess Yoshi's getting a lot of poison. Oh, I probably needed to, like, bounce some number of these up there and prevent them... Yeah, okay, that's a bit trickier. You were going to laugh? Ah, you know, it's fine. Like I said, it's a fill-in-the-blank joke. It's probably a Polish joke way back in the day. It's not ideal. I don't know what I want to use the Yoshi for. Nope. If I missed the checkpoint? Oh, okay. No, not this time. Did briefly consider that maybe just going in the door was enough, but no, 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 no. Cool. Do I care about Yoshi in those? I feel like I should. But I also don't want to get trapped in there. I'm going to assume that I've hosed myself. Yep, that's what I'm going to assume. Alright. I guess the basic idea is that if I do it fast enough, the Yoshi will eat them all instantly. You'll get an F. Think about other, what was the other one? Like, Doritos also made, like, not Dash Destruction. It was like a Wipeout thing. No. That was another, like, contest entry X and A. I'd love to know what the other ones were. In some of those cases, because they'd, like, not laid claim to them, people could also, like, publish them on their own or on Steam. The other one that comes to mind was Shuggy, which was an interesting platformer puzzle game. Alright, I probably want to drop the spring in so that I have something to stand on in case the Yoshi doesn't want to cooperate. So I'm getting better at that part. Wait, but if I do that, then I... Wait, no, I have Yoshi. I can eat the spring and come back up. Okay, this is fine. Question marks. Question marks? Or question mark exclamation point. Question marks, question marks, question marks, question mark, period. Question marks, question marks, question marks, period. Question marks, 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 period. There might have been an extra one. We'll call it a bonus. Not smart. Okay. I need both of these things. There we go. I have both of these things. Is that enough? Nowhere near. Assumed the spring was necessary to the Yoshi at the pit. I mean, it's a good assumption. I just didn't make it. Let me guess. Question marks? Question marks, question marks, question marks. Yoshi can ascend through solid blocks. Yep. Am I supposed to bring the Yoshi with me? I don't think I can actually do that with the setup. Apparently I can do that with the setup. I'm learning so much about Yoshis. I actually knew about that one from a different QLDC entry. I forget whose. But there was one that was all about the solid block Yoshi interaction. It's like something like Yoshi Flight. Yoshi can ascend. Okay, that's actually what I want to do. I thought I wanted to enter the pipe with Yoshi, and clearly that's not it. I just need him to go through the floor. This works. That was a very powerful spring. Okay, square up. Just in case. And it's gonna need a higher jump off the Yoshi. First time you saw it was in Super Mike's level? No! I didn't jump high enough. Doesn't surprise me. I think it's pretty well known. It was pretty well known tech. People like to use it for puzzle things, at least nowadays. I don't know if it was back in the day. I was considering doing a different contest, and I'm like, man, is my stuff gonna work with ROMs from 2000 or from 2014? And I legitimately have no idea. I have to test it first. There we go. On to the Yoshi. That porous? It is not porous. Probably should have done something different. I see. Bye, Yoshi. Hope I don't need you. For some reason, I don't trust this. I don't trust like that. I need the Yoshi. I need the Yoshi, or I need to wall clip. I need the Yoshi. Alright, well that's gonna take some doing. Think about this. Of course, I can do another lap. Well, yeah, I can do another lap if I drop Yoshi in the same place. Wing. It'd actually be kind of interesting to, like, do a survey and find out, try to figure out where the earliest application of certain glitches was used in Mario World hacks. Get off a lot of stuff we certainly can trace back to Takamoto here. Playing around with settings and whatnot. And I'm certain there's an awful lot of other mechanics that have been explored in certain... It's probably okay. It's probably okay. Actually, it's not, and I know it for a fact, because they're the exact number of mushrooms Yoshi needs. Yeah, difficult thing to do, though. Basically would probably end up being just asking around, be like, what's the earliest hack you know that uses this? And then revising your estimates downward as people come in with better examples. If they do. And of course, the answer is probably going to be like some weird Japanese glitch collab or something for most of them, I'd imagine. Much better. Okay. So I drop him there. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Alright, so let's think about this better. Take the spring. Spring up. bonk head. Do not find a box. As nice as that would be. I did successfully bump head to find box. It was an overrated experience. Which is to say, like, the bonus rooms weren't that important. Or so it seems. I imagine if you're playing completely legitimately and not taking advantage of the farming bug, it matters more. There we go. And of course, for speedrunners, they must do the bonus musical rooms, otherwise they're host. Okay. Remember to steer your Yoshi. Alright. How do I do this? Not like that. Still thinking. I think better when I'm hitting mushroom blocks. Okay, no, actually, what am I trying to accomplish there? Okay, so the issue really is I need a second source of verticality. When I really get down to it. I can't take this spring with me, I don't think. I'm gonna just nix that right off the bat. I think the answer is Yoshi, but I'm not sure why yet. Other than I don't have better ideas. But at the same time... Land, jump off, land, jump off. I don't think I can actually jump a Yoshi off there except with application of the spring. But then I don't have the spring. Like, we can do that. But then I have the Yoshi and no spring. Hopefully I, Okay, cool. They did despawn. So that I may have made things worse by bringing the spring down here. It may not have been the degree of freedom I was looking for. I need something to get up there. Yoshi's as good as any other option. I definitely can't go back in the other one. Having a second spring there is superfluous. That's probably not the right answer, but it is very, very tempting. I don't know what's happened to my spring. I guess that's what happens if you, like, land on the spring in the same frame as you eat it. Okay, so now I have the Yoshi. Is the spring alone not good enough? The issue is getting the midway up there. So, like, even if I get up here... You know what? I've overthought this. I massively overthought this. Yep, I massively overthought this. Massively overthought it. What if the only... I mean, the Yoshi chucked things up. Yoshi definitely changed the nature of the puzzles. I was just thinking on what axis Yoshi matters here. Not that one. You know. It's not immensely justifiable, but it's one of those things where when you're in the middle of trying to solve a puzzle, you definitely can be throwing spaghetti at the wall. I'm dead. Now, time to regress back. how I was several minutes ago. Okay. It is definitely one of those puzzles. I would absolutely love a level design contest focused solely on puzzles. To the point where I might actually just try to make it happen at some point. Alas, you're falling asleep. Alright, sleep well, Fen. See you later. As I do this bit one more time. And pay attention to where I drop my Yoshi. Okay, this time shall be different. This time I'm not going to hit the stupid block and troll myself again. QLDC, exactly. Not entirely joking when I say I might just try to make it happen. That's not even a midway. Alright. Okay. Well... it's easier to fly if you're on the left side of the poison mushrooms. Well... I bet it is. I bet it is. Jump the gun. Yeah, I could see trying to make that happen. I think there's been some initiative for that sort of thing in places. People like puzzle levels. At least I like puzzle levels. Author Blues likes puzzle levels. I don't know, there's probably at least a few other people in SMW Central who are like, yes, I would totally be happy to be down for this. Though I doubt it happened this year. This is the year of the hack jam. Which is good and dandy. What? Ow! I stood too far to the left. Like, Quack Jam was really good. I screwed it up. I'd be curious to see what the next one will bring. I don't actually know what the deal with the next one is, to be completely honest. And VLDC is between because, you know, it's VLDC. I gotta have VLDC. Of course, I'll probably be happy to do some testing for people if and when that happens. That they want testing. I always do enjoy it. Not sure how much my feedback actually helps, but testing is fun. Alright. Flying is easier if you're on the right side of the mushrooms. Or the left side of the mushrooms. How do I get to the left side of the mushrooms? My one thought was, maybe I can use weird cape and vuln time to do something here, but I'm not sure. Jumped too early. Maybe the first step is actually not twirling the mushrooms, so that they're weirdly grouped up and not in the configuration the author intended. That might be a good first step in retrospect. Okay. Bounce. Okay, cool. Now we wait. Alright. I think I've got this largely down in terms of what to do until I get to the feather room. I think that's just going to require a little bit of experimentation. And there's another midway. This level keeps going. Okay, so no, I can't do anything there. I do need to twirl. I thought this would be a chill, short puzzle level. It has not been. But that's okay. Mostly okay. I don't actually have any big agenda this evening. After all, I can't do Mylon. It was a bit of a toss-up. It wasn't really a toss-up between this and, like, Duke 3D. I'm not focusing. It's even fairly lenient as long as you don't go early. I swear it actually does add, like, Yoshi drums, which isn't something an awful lot of tracks do. It's a small detail that I appreciate, that I think I can hear, that I don't think I'm hallucinating. Okay. Right. Requires being careful. I think I see it. No! I don't see it. Oh, what's up, Jesus Juice? How you doing? I mean, no part of this has been bullshit. I've just been dumb in a few spots. Not uncommon for some puzzles. I still, you know, gotta beat Pop as you and do other things too, puzzle-wise. There's a lot of puzzles going around. A lot of puzzles. There we go. Yeah, in fact, there's even a bit of niceness right here, I realized, with how this is implemented, that you can still see the Yoshi face and use that to judge where to jump to. Which was something I was not taking advantage of previously, rather than taking advantage of Mario's floatiness. Okay. Go! Up and at them! Not a... Yes again, okay. Need to condense the mushrooms. No! When you find the one way to fail. Alright. But it's just blind execution. Okay. This time will be different. This is one of the things I do kind of dislike about SMW puzzle levels, is you end up with these long, discrete sections, and you end up doing the same things over and over to be able to mess around in the last section. But I still like the puzzles well enough that I don't complain too much. Except when there's nothing else to do except complain about it. Alright, cool. Well, that could have gone better. Gotta wait. Thanks a good luck, Steven. How you doing? There we go. Are you kidding me? Okay, wait. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm alright with that. There's already been 3 fake midways. So... And it's a boost! I think. You know, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have done that way. Alright, so gotta do some thinking here about routing a small amount. It's better if I can keep them clustered together. It's better if I can hold the up button. Okay, now I have to wait for the thing to come back. Okay. This actually, I don't even know if there is a boost up here. This is a bit odd. If I do hit any of these, I'll spawn poison mushrooms, but then I won't have the springboard. Alright, maybe this is just another section and not like some weird thing. Weird, different thing. There's no way for me to... Maybe it spawns something different. Nope, still a springboard. Oh, right. Scrolling. Everything makes sense now. Okay, so just need to be better at not landing on the poison mushrooms. But I think I've got this. I got what I need to do down. I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Mostly. I really hope there's not a fort like another section. This is a long-ass level. Yeah, I knew that spacing was a little bit sketch. How did you do this before? There was no winning there with that. Okay, keep trying, keep trying. There's a pattern here. One of the downsides of playing on a real Super Nintendo controller, sometimes you think you're holding up and you just ain't. Okay, how did I do this before? Did I jump over? This is going to result in worse spacing. I had a consistent strat for this, and now I don't. The worst part is, I really should go get another controller from the box controllers and clean it up and use it instead. This one's been getting mushy for a while. Or I should at least open it up and replace the rubbers. Could go get some pink gorilla. Maybe next time I head over that way, I'll go get them. Last time I went there, I bought a Saturn controller. Because I wanted a wired Saturn controller. Last time I was messing with the Saturn, I had to flash the controller's firmware, which is never something you want to do. And the reason for having to do that was because of some weirdness about how if you push too many buttons, it breaks the connection, and then you have to go and do a manual fix-up. It's not as ideal. Alright, so I still have the shell. No! That was a trap! The shell was a trap! The level was over, but the shell was a trap. Should not have taken it with me. Hammer out of nowhere. No, I know exactly where the hammer came from. That's what makes it worse. How you doing, Joads? Oh, that's cool. So if I'd hatched those into the wall, that would have been less of an issue. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I could have done this. This could have been a lot easier. It's pretty commonplace if you're using fast pipes and want to remove, like, an item from someone's inventory to place in, like, a Hammer Brothers sprite, or maybe, like, some weird variant of Hammer Brothers sprite. I don't know where this got started. I want to say, like, Jump or something. But then, once a Hammer Brother dies and it falls into lava, it doesn't really die. It keeps doing what it's doing until it falls off the bottom of the screen. Why this happens, I don't know, but it's very consistent and incredibly vanilla. So, one of those things. Like, this hack is definitely not entirely vanilla, but... Did I exit the level? Oh, I must have. I do love when the energy people usually would spend on the title screen gets put directly into the overworld. Because it is funny. Okay. So this time shall be different. Because we're going to mess with this stuff. You have to spawn inside walls. Taking the easy way out this time. And if anyone says you're cheesing it, I absolutely am. There we go. Nice shell down. Kills me mid-funnel. I don't think it will. As long as I don't die to the shell again. Now, the better question is, how am I supposed to do the timing for this? Oh, I don't have to. I was really worried I'd need to get the timing perfect for the walk, but nope. Vertical level, that makes sense. That was hard, but very satisfying. Very satisfying. I didn't expect the first random one to take an hour. That was a really good level. I had fun with that.